know that I expressed in the last video that I wouldn't have any more on the tutorial series, but messing with the current stuff I have, I want to implement a much better clipboard system and a much better projection system. And to do that, I'm going to show what I have in another project that I had worked on maybe last year, and I want to show you the kind of things that I want to take from it. So, here we have the prior project. There's a bunch of other stuff going on here, but the main thing we want to deal with is, I believe, this one. Okay. So, what I like about this one, whoopsies, the gravity is really weird in this game. That's not what we're going to be taking, but the projector here works extremely well. For example, you can see it can compress a 3x3 really well. It can compress basically any size down. It doesn't even need to be the correct size. It will just put it in there. You can do just a bar. You can compress this guy down. I'm not sure if this will be needed, but you can actually modify these grids. And this probably won't be needed in this project either, but you can actually, let's put this guy in here. You can put sub-objects inside of them. Like maybe, the movement in this one's really bad. Anyway. Well, there I go. Let's come back in here. Flip my gravity back. Okay, so if I get rid of these in here. This guy too. What is going on here? Okay. Take this guy out of here. And take this guy out of here. Take this guy out of here. Take this guy out. And then this guy too. You can take these guys and compress them down to now fit in here. And I like this style because it allows for very complicated objects. I don't like it because it makes the data really complicated, but as you can see, we can make some pretty impressive types of components by nesting these guys down and manipulating their color. Even stuff like, say, if I go over here, I take it from all the way over here, you know, we can compress significant amounts of things down. And okay, now the problem with this, and this is going to be a couple videos to go over this, I'm going to just go back through this code and reverse engineer it into the game. Then I'm going to undo those and I'll make a tutorial on it because I don't ever want to have to break this down again, and because it's a little nuts. So I'll show you how it works in this game. It's all part of the Voxel clipboard here. And I believe player has behaviors, matrix, matrix manipulator. This is the thing that was letting us do all that stuff. Oh, I didn't even show you the best stuff in there yet. Okay, and then I may want to take a couple extra of these components too. So let me show you a few more things we can do with this. Let me get a standard 3x3, or you know what, just do this. We can actually scale and rotate objects and then quantize them back into a grid and compress them down. So we can do a lot of stuff with this if we can get it into this other game. Yeah, specifically, I mean, can just like take this, scale it on one axis, quantize that guy. Paste him in. So we can make walls and all sorts of stuff very fast with this. So, just drag selection stuff, nothing too important. Game mode stuff. Same as in the other game, we have reticles. Voxel volume behavior this is basically the chunk system. The game that we're looking at right now had these things called volumes, which is not very important to what we're doing here. But they're like one extra layer on top of a chunk, basically. You see our matrix coordinate stuff here. And our clipboard projection. If we look at when we press Z, this compressed voxel function is what we're looking for in the game. And I got the subblocks, metadata. This is us creating a new chunk block type to project it into. We don't have this in the game yet. Position, rotation, scale. This recalculate matrix function here. Scale matrix. Okay, that's fine. Rotation matrix. This is how we get the center. Then we translate it to center. Then we translate it back. Then we can apply our rotation, get our final matrices here. And then this matrix needs to be applied. This is the projector transform. This is basically what we're doing. This apply transform function here, taking that crazy matrix from earlier and using a transform point offset, which is not important. And this is how we do it. So we can steal some of the code there to do this. Quantization is the act of, say we rotate that grid and then now we need to lock this guy back into a grid. The code for that is this giant function here. So we can use that. Once we get these matrices taken out of here, we can use them to then rotate with these guys up here. So I will make a video about that. And, well, 2 videos. I'm going to do it, just go through this code and kind of play around with it, show some debug information, see how it works, and then I will make an actual video on doing it in the engine.